What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? In my eternal quest to get myself back on a schedule, we are back with some Final Fantasy 16. And I swear, one of these days I'll get back to doing my usual upload schedule during the day and not just like, hey, whenever I feel like it. Nah, my defense right now,
Arriving before sunset.
Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
as I was saying, in my defense, yesterday, today, I've really not been feeling well. Obelisks. Attuning with an obelisk allows him to travel quickly to the location, both in the world map and local map. Clive only needs approach. Okay. So is this, are we now getting into more of an open world kind of area? He asks. Okay, sorta, kinda.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
But yeah, yesterday, today, I've talked about it in previous videos. I've had I don't know, probably just like a summer cold or something. Just an annoying fever. It's not been fun. But it's kind of why I didn't have anything during the middle of the day today, is because I was feeling sick again. I went and took a nap. Basically sat in front of a fan with an ice pack on me. But I'm already feeling better. Is what it is. Okay, gotta remember what button does what here. Okay. L1 is my lock on. Alright. I'm getting the hang of it again. I mean, I suppose I should just keep checking the area. Alright, so my guess is, this is something I've been wondering, is what is the game just going to be a series of linear paths?
Are they friends or foes?
But I'm guessing it's going to be hubs, linear story sections, and sections like this where they're pseudo open. I'm not going to say open world, but more how to phrase it. More open sections. Yeah, in a weird way, I feel like sections like this, you know, having this game be built in this way makes the game world actually feel smaller than even like Final Fantasy 12. I mean, Final Fantasy 15, the world felt bigger than what this one has already done. I mean, you know, you can show me, oh, look, we're going all over this continent. But okay, but the continent is a series of little bite-sized maps. You know, Final Fantasy 15's map was a decent size, but go back to Final Fantasy 12. I mean, even the desert outside the main city in the first area felt pretty big. You know, the main town had a lot of places to run around in, and again, maybe I'm being totally maybe I'm totally misremembering, but that game had a lot. That game had a lot to it.
Keep your distance, boys. Get him. More Waluders. Why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even small game world, even the, I don't know, like, remembering Final Fantasy X, I wouldn't even say that game felt small. Yes, you were going through a series of smaller areas, but I don't know, it still, there was a vastness to things that just, I feel like this game has been missing so far. I mean, maybe I'm totally up my own ass. I mean, so many people have been loving this game, and I've been enjoying it too. It's just, this has been pretty much my biggest sticking point.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scouts. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle.
So yeah, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to bash on this game, because I mean, so far I've very much enjoyed this game. It's just like I said, I have opinions, and it's this sticking point is just how they made the game world, in my opinion, feel small. Bugs me.
I'm flattered, but let's stick to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be, maybe I'll stop noticing it, or maybe it'll be not as big a deal by the end of the game. Oh my god. For some reason my brain just went to the squirrels from Rick and Morty. You know, when Morty got his Dr. Dolittle powers. It was that was a part of Marty's Mind Blowers, wasn't it? And he put on the helmet that could let him talk to animals. And they're like, little boy, come here. We have candy.
Damn it. No one here.
Damn it, Morty, you fucked with squirrels. Pack your shit. You keep trying to tell me that Rick and Morty stopped being funny after the early seasons. No. I still think it's pretty funny. I'm still super curious how season 7's going to work now that Royland got outed. Ousted? I guess both. Outed as a sex pest and ousted from the show, so. That is one of my new favorite phrases, by the way. Sex pest. I can't remember where I was hearing that recently, but oh my god, that was really funny. What the fuck am I looking for? I mean, I know I ran into that kid, but that kid is gonna that crying kid. That's gonna be the scout, isn't it? I really like this music in the background. It's intense and everything, but you can kind of hear that Final Fantasy ascending, descending thing on the... I think it's a harp.
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army. And we've come to help.
You liar.
Parents are.
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
Yeah, I can't tell. Is it a harp?
The church, I know. I'm one step ahead of you. You go in through the front.
Yeah, you go in through the front while and do all the hard work. I'm gonna go in the back and be the hero.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
no, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
Sorry if anybody heard my my delicate flower of a father walking by my office door. Of course, I leave it open. He's just walking around the house belching. You know, that's great.
Any word?
Usually, my family's pretty nice when they walk by my office to,
We have the dominant's companion.
you know, at least check if I'm recording.
Sees our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind. And the King!
Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedikta! Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
Well, you're a nice lady. If only you weren't so hot.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
Wait a minute. So earlier we saw her light her pipe with magic. Okay, I figured that she was... So can she use electric magic or whatever? That was confused. Okay, whatever.
Where did...
Dance, Gerard.
So she uses wind magic, essentially. So I'm...
If this means what I think it does, then Sid has some explaining to do.
So she's at least a... Oh my god, I can't remember the frickin' word for it. She's been given the blessing of the wind icon. There we go.
Get him, boy! Don't let them get away. A little help.
Yeah, just another just weird complaint. Does her yellow nail polish bother anyone but me? And like, it doesn't bother me in a, ugh, it's so out of place or it's wrong or whatever. No, it's just looking at it. I don't know. It always catches my eye, and I don't know. I just don't like it. I have a similar thing with my little sister. She would paint her nails, that really obnoxious white. It kind of looks like she essentially just put white out all over her nails. You know, I've seen I've seen girls at school who do the whole. You know, it was just really obnoxious. Like, it looks like you painted your nails with a highlighter. I don't know. I'm just old, I guess. I said that, yeah, I'm old. I always say, I always act like there's a real ending to that sentence. It's like, maybe I'm just old, but I'm only, and now that I think about it, no, I'm 29. I'm getting pretty old. Makes me sad.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedikta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
It's cool that your sword can make that sound, even after you yank it out of your sheath.
Something isn't there.
Isn't that really bad for your sword if it's making that that sound as you're pulling it out?
And she's gone.
Yes, I know this is a JRPG. It's don't take it seriously, but I'm just saying, just making conversation.
Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. I thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. No offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brain. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? It don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord T on the board, whose tamed worms 1,000 unslain but tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it spanned as the deep.
Oh, don't talk over this. I like this song.
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back.
I know I was talking over it.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul.
Okay, whatever.
After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. While Bahamut may lead 100 full legions, could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted.
Wait a minute, what?
My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to
Oh, it's gonna
consider
rust.
options.
Oh, okay. No, it's
Do be gentle with them.
not in like a full sheath. Okay. It's like, clean the blood off first. Oh my god. I'm a little confused because I thought Clive was the dominant that killed his brother.
Wake up. Gav's back.
Cairnovent.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedikta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. Right.
I like Gav.
Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
God, can you say that any more like a petulant teenager? Okay, new stock is blah 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 blah.
No, that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour.
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a deal.
Well, our party makeup has changed. Oh, has Sid just officially joined the party? No, I want to pet you. Yes, we can pet the dog. Where's my button to pet Sid? I want both. I want to be able to pet Sid. Give you a chance to pause and read these as you'd like. I'll try and remember to pop in there and check that, you know, kind of always keep checking that as we go.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
And if not, you know, if we ever miss any, I'll also make sure to check in with the archivist at the main hub.
What can I interest you in today?
Okay, so longsword is better than my current broadsword.
I hope it's to your liking.
And I'll hold off on buying...
Always welcome here in Lostwing. What can I interest
Buying the new swords. Or buy any new defensive equipment for now. You know me, my swords and everything are always my first priority.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
Oh, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? Then he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
Okay.
Mothers guide you.
I thought he was like he just handed us money.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lost Wing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
And that's all you can remember.
See, I'm still not sold that the person being held in that tower is actually the dominant. Until I see proof, I'm holding out my theory that that's Clive.
I was thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have done.
Thank you.
So what was the point of getting that seal? It just seemed like he was a nice guy and helped. Whatever. I'm asking too many questions. But yeah, like I said, I stand by my statement. I think that Clive is the bearer of Ifrit.
That a hanged man I see? Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards.
And I think that would have been enough to explain why. Whatever.
Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Gregor's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news. So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon he has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we? Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
I kind of like this guy. Bit of an ass, but... he knows when he's got the negotiating power.
Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south, then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Alright, guys. Looking at the clock, we're at about, 40-minute mark here. And I feel like we'd go long if we continue on. So I think I'm going to cut it a little short here so we can get into the meat in the next one. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. Social media in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you all in the next one. But until then, I'm out.